True Romance is the second studio album and major label debut album by English recording artist Charli XCX, released on April 12, 2013 by Asylum Records and Atlantic Records. Originally scheduled for release in April 2012, the album's release was delayed for a full year and has been in the making since early 2010 when Charli met with producer Ariel Rechtshaid in Los Angeles. In support of the album's release, Charli embarked on a 3-date UK promotional tour in April 2013. Background: Charli XCX explained the meaning being the album's title. "Every corner of my own romantic history is explored on this record, so for me, it's very raw, it's very honest, and it's very true." The majority of the album's tracks was previously released on the You're the One EP, and through the Heartbreaks and Earthquakes and Super Ultra mixtapes. The album is named after the Quentin Tarantino-written 1993 film of the same name, which is sampled on Velvet Dreamin' from the Super Ultra mixtape. Charli revealed on her official Twitter account that there would be a deluxe edition of the album. On April 9, the standard edition of album became available to stream on Pitchfork Media in full. Critical reception: True Romance received generally positive reviews from music critics. At Metacritic, which assigns a weighted mean rating out of 100 to reviews from mainstream critics, the album received an average score of 76, based on 18 reviews, which indicates generally favorable reviews. Pitchfork Media's Mark Hogan wrote that Charli pulls from moody 80s synth-pop, sassy turn of the millennium girl groups, and state-of-the-art contemporary producers to create something distinctive and immediately memorable, concluding that she stamps her personality across the entire project, and True Romance suggests she'll be worth following for a while. Rebecca Nicholson of The Guardian found the album to be surprisingly oddball and packed with production quirks that often resemble a smoothed-off Grimes, adding that while there's still the odd remnant of Marina, and the Diamonds light pop, this sounds like an imminent star steadily staking a claim to her own turf. Heather Phares of AllMusic noted that Charli has a flair for combining a wide array of pop culture sources into something fresh and familiar, as well as a fondness for strong female characters. Phares continued, "Since quite a few of these songs were already road-tested, it's not surprising that this is a strong debut, but just how consistently catchy and personal True Romance is might raise a few eyebrows." Spina Euro's Pooja Patel viewed True Romance as a strident departure from those frivolities so far as solid, true-to-aim songwriting is concerned, but the divergence and a touch of the silliness remains. Goth: "She is not dramatic? A bit complicated? Like every budding pop starlet? Defiant? Absolutely." Despite stating that the album is confusing at times and will most definitely require multiple listens, Pop Matters and Aoki opined that Charli is the fun pop you don't have to be embarrassed about listening to, and she's definitely worth focusing your attention. True Romance is certainly the true beginning of an illustrious career. Lauren Martin of Fact commented, "Love, lust and longing are chronicled and dissected in True Romance through online relationships being gradually given tangible, tactile form, setting Charli up as a young pop star to be reckoned with." Rolling Stone critic Will Hermes described True Romance as the pop album equivalent of a Wicked TUMBLR. In a mixed review, Nick Levine of the NME felt that although the album begins strongly with Nuclear Seasons, and You, the songs eventually become Sammy and Charli shoves some kind of speak rap into almost every track, concluding, "At the moment, her music is best consumed in blog-sized chunks, not as a stodgy 48-minute album." Similarly, John Murphy of Music OMH expressed that, "Here's much to enjoy on True Romance, although it's probably best sampled in small doses as it doesn't hang together that successfully over the course of an album." Paula Medger of Consequence of Sound dismissed the album as a valiant attempt that doesn't do much more than provide the soundtrack for getting ready to go out songs on tinny laptop speakers. Slant Magazine's Kevin Liedl criticized the album as a little too slickly produced and self-aware to deliver the kind of spontaneous creativity or carefree chic that Charli XCX aims for, while dubbing its music almost incidental, a postscript to the larger brand, confirming that whoever Charli XCX actually is, she's more product than artist. Commercial performance: True Romance debuted at number 85 on the UK Albums Chart, dropping out of the top 100 the following week. In the United States, it entered the Heat Seekers Albums Chart at number 5, and fell to number 22 the following week. As of May 2014, the album has sold 12,000 copies in the US. True Romance debuted and peaked at number 11 on the ARIA Hitseekers chart in Australia. Track listing: Notes: You samples You is composed by Gold Panda. Grins samples Grins is composed by Blood Diamonds. So Far Away samples So Far Away is composed by Paul White, which samples A Dream Goes On Forever as composed by Todd Rundgren. Charts, release history, references. External links: True Romance at Discogs.